Hello, Uta here of Trans Widow, Uta Hagen YouTube channel, and of WordPress blog, where there's a contact form if you wish to tell your story through my voice. That blog is utahagengrasswidow.wordpress.com, and it's almost always in the notes. I do want to also point out that if you click on the channel name down here, then you'll come up with this menu. And one of my playlists is Movement for Wellness. And that is my proposal for anyone having any uh, type of body dissociation, depression, uh, suicidal feelings. It is one of the ways to get back connected with your body and to tell you the truth. I believe that the entire mental health field, psychology, psychiatry, therapy, has not explored this. There have been some studies about walking, which is a very good thing to do for your mind and your body. And there is Feldenkrais physical therapy, as well as Alexander bodywork. And, some people use yoga for mind body meditation. For me, it's a little bit too static. But I do suggest that you look into, take a look at my mind body wellness moves. Um, they're absolutely crucial for me to do, and I know this because in the first week after each of my cataract surgeries, I wasn't supposed to do anything bending forward, and so I was really limited in which exercises I could do, and it affected me. And now I'm back. Now, this is regarding trolls. I guess that because of putting this Alok Vade Menon as a subject to make a video about, who is, I guess, gender fluid trans femme, he says, from South Asian background. Um, I guess he's kind of famous, and there's apparently this documentary about him by Jodie Foster and her wife, Alexandra Hedison. Um, I got like over 1,000 views in a very short time on that video. And if you haven't seen it yet, please go back and please do click the like, as I'm asking you to do here, because YouTube does notice if there are downvotes and stuff like that. And that brought out the trolls. I had to block several trolls from the channel, maybe half a dozen, maybe 6 or 7 trolls, and I had been doing some visiting with a very good friend yesterday afternoon and didn't realize that all these trolls were on the channel, and some of you wonderful people made retorts and gave the real deal in comments back to them. And I appreciate that. But what I would do actually next time, if you identify a troll, is make a new comment. And Uta, there's a troll below here. You know, do what you do. Because what I do is I block them. And they don't deserve our time. And I really do appreciate I didn't even actually read many of the answers back, because this is the thing. This is the most typical trans ally, you know, person who ideates the opposite sex persona remark that they make to me. They say, well, it's too bad that you have clung to your victimhood and you can't move past this. And I'm sure that your ex wife, um, actually, I got a good laugh out of some of these. um, so they say, I'm sure your ex wife has this great life. And what I keep saying is, Nettie has never smiled as broadly and genuinely after 1996 as during the early years of our marriage, when I have many, many photographs documenting his happy face. Um, and I promote the idea that not only should we rethink any kind of transition of children, any kind of hormones and surgeries on young people, we really cannot claim that adults who have these treatments, who undergo removing their breasts and having a hysterectomy for females, or messing very seriously with their urinary tract for males, um, they really can't give informed consent either. Um, I think that the only way there would be real informed consent is what Dr. Oz Hakim is doing, working with detransitioners. Oh, actually, I think he stopped working with anyone except detransitioners. He used to do mixed group therapy groups with regretters. I think he called them regretters and detransitioners. Um, those who wish that they could go back and not have done all these things, they want their original body back. Um, he would do group therapy with them and individuals who were on the path before they went uh, beyond the point of no return with surgeries and taking so much hormones. And often, he says, the detransitioners talk the trans identified or cross sex identifying patients out of doing these treatments because they tell them how they have incontinence, they have infections, their general health is becomes less well. They become more psychiatrically ill, and their physical health is also unwell. So this is not victimhood. The statements I'm making here, which are well founded in the recent studies, especially out of Finland, Sweden, Denmark, um, and Norway, are all influencing the medical establishment in those countries to halt doing this transitioning of minors. Um, and I guess what I would like to say in a very heartfelt way, outside of thank you, everyone, and thank you for subscribing. Now we have over 1,700 subscribers. So maybe this business, of critiquing someone like Alok Vaid Menon is a good idea because it somehow gets on people's feeds, and I just know what to do with the trolls. I don't respond to trolls. I just block them from the channel. And there was one who often they have some reference to female. When I read between their lines, I perceive them as men who identify as women. They often have lady something or duchess something or some female reference, princess something in their handle. And one of them kept on coming back repeatedly saying, "See, I broke through," and da da da. And you know, I'm always tempted to say, what a waste of time. What a waste of your time. Um, but I just have decided not to answer them because every answer that you give them is their narcissistic fuel. And I also don't, I'm hoping that then no one will be able to um, uh, get this channel banned. Now, upcoming will be a video about polyamory, which used to be called open marriage. And I see that as a tangent off of in a crazy direction, a tangent of the cross-sex ideation movement, um, and I will explain, uh, my reasons for making that statement. Uh, One thing that I want to pose also about the process of getting your body moving and getting reconnected, mind and body, is that even when you think about these movements through this positive pathways in the brain, even if you just are thinking about your intention to do these movements to help yourself, then you give your body a release. And I just discovered that I like doing my walk through the big cemetery next door at dusk, and then the little solar lights come on. And so that's my walk that I will do later with my Nordic sticks. Also, the Nordic stick walking, really so physically and mentally and psychologically uplifting. So that's it, trolls. You're never going to get your point across. That's it.